Okay, so now I'm going to talk to you guys about comparisons of inequality. Whereas before we were saying that Marta is as pretty as Julieta, Marta has as many brothers as Julieta, Marta speaks as slowly as Julieta. So we were saying that these two people, we were comparing things that they had that were the same. Well, now we're going to compare things that are different. Saying, for example, that Marta is prettier than Julieta, or Marta has less brothers than Julieta, or Marta speaks less slowly than Julieta, or more slowly than Julieta. And how we do that is fairly similar, and it's a little bit easier. We're going to compare again. We're going to make comparisons with adjective, adverbs, and nouns, or we're going to make comparisons with verbs. Okay, so our construction stays the same with adjective, adverbs, and nouns, but it's a little bit different with a verb. So for an adjective, we got Mercedes. Okay, so we've got Mercedes is less responsible than Claudio, so what we're comparing is less responsible than. Okay, so actually, let me go back. Less responsible than. When you want to put that in Spanish, the less is menos. Then you say the adjective in this case. Responsible is an adjective, so then you say the adjective, then the than is que. So I would say Mercedes es menos, less, responsable, responsible, que Claudio. Here, I get dressed faster than you. What I'm comparing is dressed faster than. You're going to do what you're comparing is the faster than. Actually, let me go back. It's actually just faster than. So because faster, you're going to use más, and fast is rápidamente. You're going to do, I get dressed, yo me visto más, and then fast is rápidamente, than is que, and then you too. Yo me visto más rápidamente que tú. Then here, this house has fewer rooms than. What you're comparing is fewer rooms than. So what you're going to want to say is this house has, esta casa tiene less rooms than, menos cuartos que la otra. Okay? When you are making a comparison of inequality with a verb, your construction is going to be verb más menos que. So if you look here, Manuel is younger than Berta, and I'm older than Manuel, then, oh, I'm sorry, I'm skipped down too far. So I study more than you do. What we're comparing is study more than. So I study, you're going to put the verb first, estudio more than más que you, tú. Estudio más que tú. Here, I have more than 5 good friends. Okay, now, when you have a numerical expression, here I'm saying I study more than you, but if I'm not comparing myself to someone else, I'm just saying I have more than, and then I give a numerical number, you're going to change your de, you're going to change que to de. So tengo más de 5 buenos amigos. They also tell you that there are regular and irregular forms. For bueno, malo, viejo, and joven, which mean good, bad, old, and young, you can make the regular form and put más in front of these to make better, worse, older, younger, or they have an irregular form. So instead of writing más bueno, you could write mejor Instead of writing más malo, you could write peor. Instead of writing más viejo, you could write mayor. And instead of writing más joven, you could say menor. So I could say, esta casa es mejor que esa. I could say, this house is better than that house. Or I could have said, esta casa es más buena que esa. Rafael es peor que Luis. Rafael is más malo que Luis. But they're telling you that mejor and peor are used more common than más bueno and más malo. Me siento mejor hoy or me siento más bueno hoy. Dormimos peor cuando hace calor. Dormimos más malo cuando hace calor. So, okay. So then let's do some practice. Okay. So here I've got Gustavo tomó 3 clases el semestre pasado. So Gustavo was taking 3 classes. Roberto tomó 2 clases el semestre pasado. So Roberto took 2 classes. So we're making the comparison with Gustavo. If Gustavo took 3 and Roberto took 2, and we're comparing how many classes each of them had, we're going to want to put more in there. We're going to want to say Gustavo took more classes than Roberto because he took 3. Okay. Mi coche tiene 4 puertas. So my car has 4 doors. Tu coche tiene 2 puertas. Yours has 2. Tu coche tiene menos puertas. And how we make that construction is más menos. Then add, in this case, the noun. So más menos noun, then we need the K. So your car has less doors than mine. Que el mío. Verónica no tiene tanto dinero como Paco porque ella trabaja. So if she doesn't have as much money as Paco, then she probably works less than him, and less would be menos. Okay. Cecilia se ducha por 15 minutos. So she showers for 15 minutes. Yo me ducho por 5. Me ducho, and now we're comparing how quickly, which is an adverb. I need más or menos in there. If she does it for 15 minutes and I do it for 5, then I shower more quickly, right? So I need más rápidamente que Cecilia. Mi abuelo es muy activo, corre más. So here I'm saying my grandfather's very active. He runs more than 2 miles every day. I'm not comparing him with another person. I'm saying he runs more than in a certain quantity. So I need de here. Más de 2 millas todos los días. Hay 3 parques en mi barrio. Hay 4 parques en tu barrio. Mi barrio tiene menos parques. So my park has, there's 3 parks in my neighborhood. There's 4 parks in yours. So my neighborhood has less parks than. We're comparing nouns. So the than is the K. Okay. Juanito estudia 20 horas a la semana. Yo estudio 10 horas a la semana. So he studies 20 minutes. I study 10. I'm sorry, he studies 20 hours, I study 10 hours. Juanito estudia, he studies more than me. And we're talking about how much he studies, which is a verb. So whenever it's a verb, you're supposed to do the verb, estudia, and más or menos, and then que. So Juanito, he studies 20 hours, so it'd be more. Más que yo. Teresa es muy responsable. Paula no es muy responsable. Paula es. So we're comparing their responsibleness, which is an adjective. So you have más or menos, the adjective, then que. So Teresa is responsible, Paula is not. So Paula is less, which would be menos. Menos responsable que Teresa. Cecilia se viste en 5 minutos. Cecilia gets dressed in 5 minutes. Yo me visto en 2. Yo me visto, we're talking about how quickly I do this, which is an adverb. If I get dressed in 2 minutes, then I do it more quickly, so I would need más here. Juanito habla inglés, italiano, y español. So Juanito speaks Spanish, English, and Italian. Juanito speaks more than 2 languages. Again, I'm not comparing Juanito to somebody else, so I'm comparing the amount that he does of something. I would need de. Mi prima Sara tiene 2 años. Mi primo Juanito tiene 4 años. Sara is younger than Juanito. So I would want to put más joven. Or I could have said Sara es menor que Juanito if it hadn't had joven there. David está triste porque tiene una D en su clase de español. Daniel está triste porque tiene una F en su clase de español. David está, Sophie's got a D, but Daniel has an F. Then David is less sad than Daniel. Menos.